Welcome back to our channel. Today, we will be covering the top 10 news stories from around the world. More than 50 airstrikes have hit Gaza. The Israeli Air Force has bombed the Gaza Strip, destroying residential buildings, industrial factories, and public infrastructure. The military is using excessive power and force in targeting Palestinians inside the Gaza Strip. After these places were hit, we made a quick visit to some of them. They had turned to ashes, reflecting the level of destruction and its severity. The death toll stands at 900 Israelis and 849 Palestinians. In Israel, more than 900 people have died and 2,600 have been injured. In Palestine, 830 people have died and 4,250 have been injured in Gaza, and 19 people have died and 110 have been injured in the occupied West Bank. There is alarm as Israel again hits the Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt. Gaza's sole border crossing with Egypt, the only entry point not controlled by Israel, has been hit again by an Israeli air raid. Reports say the third attack on the Rafah crossing in 24 hours consisted of 4 missiles that targeted the Palestinian side of the crossing. Hezbollah has targeted an Israeli tank with a guided missile. 2 security sources in Lebanon say that the Israeli army said a helicopter struck an observation post belonging to Hezbollah after rocket fire from Lebanese territory towards a military vehicle in the area of Ain. No injuries were reported. As Gaza is bombed, a salvo of rockets has been fired from southern Lebanon towards Israel. Tensions mount in the border region where Israeli forces and armed factions in Lebanon have exchanged fire over the last 3 days. Several rockets were fired towards Israel on Tuesday, with Reuters news agency citing a security source saying Palestinian factions had carried out the attack. Russia was heavily defeated in its attempt to win re-election to the UN Human Rights Council. Meanwhile, Ukraine says Russia is continuing drone wave attacks in the south of the country. Myanmar's Han has been accused of launching an attack on a refugee camp in which at least 29 people were killed. According to local media reports, the alleged artillery strike hit a refugee camp in the northern state of Kachin late Monday, making it one of the deadliest attacks on civilians since the military coup of 2021. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, on Tuesday said Germany was set to suffer from a deeper recession than previously predicted. Europe's largest economy is expected to be the only one of the group of 7, G7, highly industrialized nations that will not enjoy growth in 2023. Taiwan intends to have peaceful coexistence with China. Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen said that Taiwan's people would remain free for generations. The assertion for peace between Taiwan and China is the only option, as she gave her last National Day speech on Tuesday. After Finland's Coast Guard discovered clear damage on the Baltic Connector natural gas pipeline between Finland and Estonia, which were shut down due to a leak on Sunday, the country's government has said it may have been a deliberate act. President Sally Nth said on Tuesday, "It is likely that damage to both the gas pipeline and the communication cable is the result of external activity. The cause of the damage is not yet clear." The investigation continues in cooperation between Finland and Estonia.